has two computers right now. I am trying to get things permanently set up with a new computer. Thank you, vidIQ. Yeah, some issues have been going on before. If you have been here before, you realize that there was a whole lot of dead space because my other computer cannot load a bunch of stuff all at once, and yeah, it was tough. So I got a new setup here, and as you can see, like, you're seeing the wrong screen, but that's okay. Yeah, that was a little bit of Inception. There we go. Cool. All right, so that's the one you're gonna see. Anyway, you're gonna be dealing with some technical difficulties while I work through this today, but I hope you're cool with that. Yeah, things are crazy, things are messy, but we'll get through it. Okay. So if you've never been to a thumbnail live stream before, it is basically random, and all you have to do is just put in your video link that the thumbnail is on it in one of the links in the description. So one is for gaming channels and one is for non-gaming channels. And all you do is just put your video link to the thumbnail that you want to be checked out, and then it just gets randomly selected, and that's that. So during that, I might have some crazy ideas that I want to Photoshop, so I'll bring up Photoshop and show you my ideas, and we'll go from there. So let me get this dragged over here, and I guess we got a couple things to start with first. Let me get these set up. Yeah, let me get those. All right, so we're gonna start with the Twitter contest that we always do. The thumbnail for the Twitter winner. And of course, this is it. All right, so 5 Xbox 360. Hold on, I'm not sharing everything. This is ridiculous. Share screen, entire screen. Must it be difficult? Okay. So, I guess the title here is five Xbox 360 disc-only backwards compatible games on Xbox Series X. Okay, man, Microsoft really they're going crazy with the console names. Xbox 360. Okay, so disc-only, I guess. All right, so I guess I understand that. All right, let's take a look at the actual video real quick, and then move on from there. So yeah, now, oh man, of course it's not logged in. Goodness, there's so many things to do. Yes, please. Go now. Cool. Okay, so I'm curious about this term, the disc-only backwards compatible. I'm assuming that that's pretty, like, recognizable for people that are searching this. Oh, yeah, of course, 20,000 views. All right, we got a 43 times outlier. This is pretty simple. Okay, so I'm curious. Let's check backwards compatible games, Xbox. Let's see where we're at with that. Sometimes I like to search what other people are doing just to see if there's much to improve. I mean, basically this thumbnail says everything it needs to. If anything, I would probably add a little bit of drop shadow under these words, and then I would probably make them sans serif instead of the current font, just because with all those little tails and everything, it just clutters things up a little bit. I always suggest jumping on sans serif, but it looks like this is what works for this niche, I guess. This this wall of text situation. I gotta be honest, this Retro Media Room's thumbnail looks the best out of all of these. Like, these are messy, and this is, like, simple. It looks like these two show games. You know, you don't show all 5 games on the thumbnail. I think it's pretty clever that you only show one because you have to click to understand it. So, yeah, I changed the font too. That's what I was saying before. Man, you have the most professional looking thumbnail out of all these. Like, these are just a mess. That one's not bad. Yeah, honestly, I probably wouldn't change much besides the font and adding a little bit of shadow to make it pop out. This is a solid niche, too, that you could probably dominate. So, just so you know, when you go to make your next thumbnails or whatever, like, the simplicity of this is, like, really sticks out to me. So, like, you have an item, and then, like, it's just, there's not so many elements like yours, and they got 214,000 views. This Austin guy, I mean, this isn't like your thumbnail, but you can just see that there are 2 elements in it, 2 things to focus on. I would probably absolutely focus on backwards compatible, and then if you had Xbox 360, or you have that Xbox Series X, and then you have an arrow going back to the Xbox 360, and it says 5 disc-only compatible, or 5 backwards compatible games, something like that. Just to kind of make it more of like a diagram, I guess, or like a graphic. I think that might benefit you, because it seems like the simpler the elements, like the simpler the thumbnails, the easier they are to understand and get clicked. So, yeah, I don't know how important disc-only is to put in that thumbnail. And then this, you wouldn't really need the Xbox 360 if you had the Series X going back to the 360, because people could just visually know. And then it just says 5 backwards compatible games. I would try experimenting with that, and yeah, I would definitely change up the font a little bit. This disc only thing is kind of like Xboxy, so that's okay. But this this serif font down here, it just doesn't fit with the rest. So yeah, that's what I would try. Okay, then we have my screens are backwards, so I'm looking at the opposite way to get my info. So it's a little different. This one is a little bit different because
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I did something wrong with this one. I told the person who made the contest that I would review a shorts thumbnail. I misspoke because I was confused about what it was set up. And so I don't usually review shorts thumbnails because I don't think they're very important unless you have a video that is like blowing up. Because if you have a video that goes over 1 million views or 100,000 views or whatever, then you might show up in that little short shelf on the home feed because your short went viral. And that's where your thumbnail will be shown. But outside of that, I tell people, don't waste time on it. You know, use your time to create another piece of content. That's what I think is more important. But if you're, and I'm not saying that shorts thumbnails won't be important, because they might be eventually, but they do show up on your channel shorts area. So if you want that to be pretty, I totally understand. So this one, I need to get to the short, like the thumbnail here, and the only way to do that is to go to his channel and look through the shorts and find the title, because that's how unimportant shorts thumbnails kind of are. I think it's this one. One sec. I think it's DIY bows and arrows, but I'm not sure. Let me open it up one more time. Nope, how to make bows and arrows so easy a kid can do it. Okay, how to make, yep. All right, so this is the thumbnail. When I click it, I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna be able to get the thumbnail to look at closer. Okay, I'm not gonna. So anyway, that's how difficult shorts thumbnails are to review, just in case anybody ever wonders why I avoid them. But we can kind of pick it apart just a little bit and see if there's. dude, I gotta be honest, like, there's not a whole lot to improve with it. You have the Apocalypse 101 thing, and if you're gonna, I don't necessarily know if like that's the angle you want to hit. Because when I think Apocalypse, I think like destruction, scary like visuals, right? But your title is how to make bows and arrows so easy a kid can even do it. And I think if it's just you two like if it's like a close-up of you putting something together, then I think that's where the marketing needs to be on something that's packaged like that. The Apocalypse thing, I get where you're going, but it's like you have two different ideas that you kind of push together. So I gotta be honest, your thumbnail without any text would work just fine, because so easy, a kid can even do it, and you guys are kids, and it just makes sense. But the DIY bows and arrows, it doesn't hurt. I'm not so sure it helps, but if you were to be put on the short shelf on the home feed, you would probably need something a little more exaggerated. And when I say exaggerated, I don't mean the action or the situation that you're going about. I think maybe a dynamic angle of something, like if, let me just take a look here. I'm sure that there's, okay, so this is more dynamic than your other one, right? If like that,
Eeny,
hold on.
meeny, miny, mo.
I see where you're going with the Apocalypse thing.
In case you didn't guess, today's video is all about both. Need to play.
Okay, yeah, so if you had a more dynamic angle like this, or a dynamic shot like this, it might work. I'm just thinking of like the popular ones I see. People will want to click on something that looks interesting, right? And if it's DIY bows and arrows, then in your wood shop, if you place your camera low or something like that, and it's you two making something, then like I would just experiment with camera angles and maybe use that as a shot. Just whatever you think will visually catch somebody's attention, I would go for that. Like, even this is pretty cool, but it's hard to understand, so you might need something a little bit closer. And then putting something together, this is the kind of shot that I was thinking as well. That is hilarious, and I don't know if it would go with your title, but if you made it obvious that this was an arrow going... Dude, that right there is a video... Like okay, somebody standing there with an apple and then making it obvious, like POV, that an arrow is being pulled back. That is the kind of shot that would get somebody's attention on the shorts shelf or shorts feed or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of what I mean. But once again, I'm just saying, shorts thumbnails, they don't work the same as regular thumbnails. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of advice. I'm sorry, I don't usually do that, but I know I messed up by telling you I would, so I just wanted to go over it real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into, what do we got here? Gaming thumbnails. Okie doke. That's not the right one. Oh no. That's a bummer. Of course. 1 second. My random number picker is not here, so I'm gonna use the claw, I guess. I don't know. I don't even remember what the website was. Is it this? It looks like it. Oh goodness. Okay, we're just rolling with it, I guess. So, dude, this is gonna be tough with two different forms. I'm very sorry, y'all. I actually have to get that extension. Oh, you can tell me random numbers? Okay, do it. Let's make that happen. All right, gaming, random number between 1 and 66. Claudia, thank you. 46. Dino the Dragon. Let's roll with that. Okay, I need to mute YouTube. All right, so this is a pretty solid start. I mean, you just jumped right into the action. Okay, top 5 most realistic Ravenfield mods. I mean, you can't be any more clear than that, I guess. All right, so like my first impression is that you get the idea across immediately because it's so simple. That's not Roblox. It's such a simple thumbnail. You've got Ravenfield at the top, and then you've got a guy that's frozen. Now, I don't know if that gets your idea across, but it's easy to understand. Like, it's easy to pick out. So, let's see. 94,000 views. I'm assuming it worked. Okay, so these characters are pretty recognizable for those that are playing the game. That's solid. Top 5 most realistic Ravenfield mods. So is this a mod of some sort, like it being frozen? Is that the idea you're getting across? Let's see. There's gore. That's fun. Weather mutator. Probably that's what you're talking about. Just skip past all the gore. Okay, yeah. So that is one of the mods. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if there's anything I would change about it, because I assume that this is understandable to people searching for this. Like, I want that weather mod or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, man. The only thing I could imagine changing is just testing out a different version of a different mod. Like, probably not the gore one. Maybe that's not one to put in there. What was that mod? Death sounds. Okay, you can't really show that. Weather effects. Oh, you know what? You start out with weather effects immediately, so that's pretty solid. Yeah, just a little tip for those that are interested of things outside of thumbnails. Matching the, well, it is about thumbnails. Man, today is crazy. Okay. Matching the packaging immediately within like the first 2 seconds or 5 seconds or whatever in your intro is like super crucial, right? Because people can just be on the YouTube home feed and scroll over, like hover over a video, and then they see what's going on right in the beginning. And if it doesn't match the thumbnail that got their attention, then why would they stick around to watch when there are so many other more videos to watch? So yeah, this was a good call, and it's a great example. You see like winter Ravenfield, and then immediately you see winter and of course Ravenfield gameplay. Yeah, so I got nothing for you. Apologies for that. I mean, the only other thing I could think would be to try a different mod, or if you find that like Sandstorm is more important than the Arctic weather mod, like if you're on Reddit and people seem to be talking about Sandstorm or rain more, then maybe that's the one to feature in the thumbnail. But I'm going to go ahead and assume that you already know that, and that's why you picked the winter one. So yeah, outside of that, I just got to say, good job. All right, let's move to non-gaming. Claudia, hit me with it. $73. Oh. Sorry. Accused using the claw in the background. Alright, 73 is tutoring and homework help. Nice. Okay. Over 1.5 billion speakers. Alright, I'm getting AI vibes here. Give me a sec. This kind of matters now, depending on what it's gonna match.
YouTube वीडियो है और कभी-कभी ये समझना मुश्किल होता है कि वास्तव में क्या महत्वपूर्ण है। आप भ्रमित महसूस कर।
Okay, I can't quite tell. I mean, kind of just... Okay, English, a global language, over 1.5 billion, learn English beginner's guide. Okay. Okay, it's just kind of a voiceover, I guess. Voiceover with tips. Sorry, it's very difficult for me to understand what value you're offering in this, so just give me a minute. Want to learn English quickly? Are you a beginner looking for the fastest way to improve your English skills? In this video, we'll share the most effective way. Okay, so if I were to show something like, I would you're sharing effective ways to do this, right? So you probably have a number of them in the video. Even though it's 3 minutes, I'm assuming that the value you're offering, there's a couple things you're going to say. So I would list it out in your thumbnail, like 1, 2, 3, 4, however many. And you could block that list a little bit, like you could blur it out a little bit. But see, this is kind of more of a visual that I would want to see. Like, how do you make it easy, right? Recently, I just did a thumbnail for, let me just show you as an example, since the whiteboard reminded me. I just did this thumbnail for this thumbnail video. And on it, I kind of wanted to show, like, the value that I'm offering in the video. So if there is something that you could do in the same way, I think that would be pretty beneficial. Even something simple like this, I believe, like goals and then 1, 2, 3 or whatever, or tip number 1, tip number 2, I think that would do better than this. Tutoring and homework help. You're just not being very specific about the type of value you're offering in it. And I think simplifying that a little bit. And then, yeah, okay. So let's just learn English. Hindi, I think, is that right? Okay, so this is pretty easy to understand. English speaking in 60 days. That's like, there's the value you're offering. Okay. Now I can't, that's not you. I can't know exactly
क्या आप जानते हैं कि अंग्रेजी
what the words say in the thumbnail besides this little English bit. So I don't know if that says a specific thing that you're offering value, or like, you know, in 60 days or something like that. Or maybe it says easy way, like that one's okay. But yeah, I would try to be a little more specific about what value you're offering. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are doing it in 90 days. That might be something that you could focus on. If you have tips like this, you see, like this right here shows the value that's being offered. Like, even if it's just one tip of many, you can see that like, you can see all these things that, okay, this, when I see that, if I spoke a different language, I would see that and be like, okay, they have like concrete steps. They have value that they're offering. I'm going to click that because it's obvious. Okay. Like, it's not like they wrote that on the thumbnail and then didn't put it in the video, you know? And that's why a video like that gets 1.3 million views, because it's like, this is the value being offered. So I would try something a little bit. That one is great. Only 1 day ago. I was like, why does it have so low views? But it was only 1 day ago. This has nothing to do with English, but that is the type of thing I'm talking about. And this whiteboard meta is really, really picking up everywhere. Anyway, I hope that that helps a little bit. See, even these show just a little bit. This one, the value offered is 15 mistakes. Like, okay, I'm going to learn 15 mistakes in that. So if you just say English tips, it's like, cool. Like, there are many where I know exactly what I'm getting when I clicked. So just be a little more specific about that value. Okay, gaming, Claudia, it is up to 82. Doom, 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 doom. 4. Eat donuts is the number.
Today, me and the boys are going to be playing hardcore Minecraft.
But I installed every single horror mod imaginable.
Okay. All right. So the value or the okay, the stakes that you just offered in the intro, I installed every single horror mod. I'm not so sure that the title is saying that exactly. Let me get a little bit.
It's to survive. I would say it would be gonna be simple, but I would be lying if I said that.
Look, yeah, I installed every single horror mod is, I think, much more powerful than the analog horror you never knew about. Okay, yeah, the intro it's fire. I love it. But I would just match your packaging to what you said in the intro. I installed every single horror mod. And then I would probably, that might, I don't know about this. See, that might be recognizable to everybody. Like, if that's if that's recognizable to every Minecraft player, then that's okay. But I as a layman would not understand that that was Minecraft at all. So maybe that there's something a little more obvious in this. Even the survival of the fittest doesn't quite match the I installed every single horror mod. And yeah, it also doesn't match anything in your video, which is fine. You can embellish a little bit to say like this is the kind of thing that you're getting out of this. Ooh, that's creepy. Okay, so like this is obviously like much more attuned to like what you're offering. So that package, I don't know. See, that would make sense to me. That's not a great thumbnail, but that would make sense compared to this, I guess. I installed every single horror mod. I wonder if there's a video about that. I installed every Minecraft horror mod. Yep, right there. I'm just curious what they're showing. Okay, so it's obvious. You got Steve in there, and then you got all these monsters around, and then probably the player or whatever. That's obviously Minecraft. Okay, this is obviously Minecraft. That's obviously Minecraft. Obviously Minecraft. See, these are the things that can just get lost just a little bit if you don't include some context. So I would try something like that. And honestly, I would just change up the title a little bit. Yeah, as soon as I heard your intro, like I installed every single Minecraft horror mod, I thought, okay, well that's fire. Let's make that. And of course, it's already been made. But there's no reason that you can't run with it too. Just make it your own. And yeah, your image definitely looks like it's your own. I would just include a little bit more context and change up the title to match that intro. Okay. You don't have to like copy paste the main title that was up there. Like I installed every Minecraft horror mod is a totally fine title. People are gonna have the same ideas sometimes. Okay, let's roll to non-gaming. Claudia, we are at 94. 94. Number 11. Boop doop doo 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 doo. Unreal Katya Fedak. Okay.
Welcome! Today we're transforming a character into a hologram in Unreal Engine 5. Let's
Nice.
dive in and bring this effect to life.
Okay. Cool. Let's see what's going on here. So, make a hologram, Unreal Engine. I cannot imagine a better thumbnail for this. It's Unreal Engine. You got the logo. You got make a hologram, and then you got the result immediately in the thumbnail. There is no, like, you might come up with a better composition or something, or yeah, a better way to like place things which I don't even know what that would be, but there is no better pitch of this thumbnail in my opinion. Yeah, this thumbnail's perfect, straight up. I got nothing. 846 views 12 days ago. Honestly, I think that's just going to be a super evergreen video for you. We can check how to make a hologram character in Unreal Engine just to see what else pops up, but I'm not so sure that. Yeah, dude, you're gonna dominate this. Leave it. Yeah, that one's not even good compared to yours. That one is pretty similar, I guess. Whoa. I know somebody that looks like that face. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, you're going to dominate that. I would leave it exactly the way it is. And, yeah, I got nothing. All right, moving back to gaming. Number 58. An average gamer, number 3. Okay, I can finally see the real world. Is this a vertical video? It's an 8-minute vertical video. Oh, okay, it's not all vertical. Why'd you do this? Like, why is it cut off? Why is it cropped on the left and right? Like, you're missing a bunch of stuff. I'm just curious. I mean, it has many shorts together. Oh, it's a bunch of shorts. Okay. All right. Okay, that makes sense. So, if you made this video, you didn't make this video, like you just put it together, I guess. Because I was gonna say, if you made the video, then you have the full widescreen version. But if you didn't, then I guess that makes sense. The Truman Show in Minecraft full movie. Oh, that's cool. I love how you put those, like, the shorts there. It was the thing that I was wondering why, and now I'm like, oh, yeah, I like it. The Truman Show in Minecraft full movie. Man, you know, if there was a shot that mimicked the Truman Show, like exactly, like here, there's a part where he's like walking up the edge to the door, like that's above the ocean. Yeah, like if you had that as like a Minecraft version, like that would be perfect, honestly. I just think that is the most like recognizable thing from the Truman Show. I've seen it several times. For some reason, YouTube wants me to watch the Truman Show. I pay for that Paramount Plus thing on it, and it keeps putting the Truman Show after every single video I watch. And so it keeps showing me that image of him walking up the stairs. So yeah, this would be dope to do in Minecraft. If there is a way that you could just build it yourself, like go play Minecraft and build it yourself and take an image and then put it in there, it's okay, because that's the idea you're getting across, even if they didn't quite do that exactly. I think it's okay. There's a cloud up there. I mean, honestly, that matches well enough that if you went and made that image, I think it would be hilarious. Alternatively, I'm wondering if there's a way that you could actually give that to AI and just say, turn this into Minecraft, like just to see what would happen. Yeah. Anyway, that is my tip, and I would probably try to mimic this the best I could. That Truman Show font. Okay. The German version isn't so great. Actually, I like that too. Anyway, yeah, hopefully that helps. Let's move back to non-gaming. 96, Claudia. Number 80. Man, on it. So yeah, there's a little extension that Dan developed that I had to install on my other computer, and that's the thing that randomly picks numbers. And I forgot I didn't put it on this computer yet, so there's a ton of things I had to put on this computer. Like, I found that there's an easy way to save all of my OBS stuff, so I can add it in my playlist and everything, and in my Stream Deck profile. So I got that worked out, but outside of that, there's still so much that I need to add. Okay, I remember this channel, I think. It was either this channel or, like, it was another one very similar that was watching The Boys. Okay, so... Hold on. It was another one? That's weird. What a coincidence. Okay. I'm curious why the quality is the way it is. Like, it's difficult to see details in it, and I think that kind of makes the thumbnails a little worse. And I don't know if it's like just the type of camera you got, but I do know that any cell phone that you could get today is better than this quality. Now, if the quality is like a artistic choice or something, then you can ignore that and do you. But just as a thumbnail, it will turn people off. I'm just being honest about that. So looking through your thumbnails, first of all, like, this one is better. This one is better. This one is good. I'll improve them here in a second, but the ones that leave a lot of negative space are pretty good, for the way that you got it set up. And the current one that you have, there's no negative space because I feel like that's a filter. If it is, I'd remove it, just being honest. But there's no negative space back here because you've got this race going on, and yeah, it's just a little tough. So what I would do is, I like the ones where you guys are reacting. First off, like, this one is great in my opinion, for the reactions. Man, everything else looks so sharp. Why do you guys' face look not sharp? Whatever, it's not important. Okay, so this one is really, really good as far as like how you reacted to it, right? If you guys were up close just a little bit more, here we can. I always avoided Photoshop because it took for freaking ever to load on my other computer, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be a problem anymore. Okay, let me show you. At least let me show you where, or how close I mean. Because a lot of people ask that, like, how close should I make my face or whatever. And when I first joined vidIQ, I was making thumbnails, and I was making a thumbnail for Rob, and I was in a meeting with him, and he's like, you got to bring me a little bit closer. I'm like, okay. So I brought him closer. He's like, no, a little bit closer. I was like, okay. He's like, no, a little bit closer than that. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, you want these people staring up your nostrils? But after a while, I did see like the benefit to it. Because the closer you are, the closer you are to the audience. I'm not trying to be deep or anything, but yeah. So, I like this. I know that this isn't the one that you submitted, but hopefully I'm making a point here. And then I can't go and search for the boys' pictures right now because I'm live streaming on a family-friendly channel. But imagine that there's something hilarious going on dead middle, okay? If there's anything that's cluttered to the left or to the right, then that's not the image that you want. And if there is something really, really specific, but it seems too busy on the right or the left, then you can kind of try to fade it out a little bit. That way there's room for your faces and something right in the middle. As for the reaction number thing or whatever, get rid of it. It's not important. And if you really want it in somewhere, just keep it in the title. I would leave the text open for something hilarious you guys said, right? Like, that would be great in my opinion. And you could put it right here on the bottom, or you could put the boys logo down here, and then like, you know, the thing that you're reacting to dead in the middle. Okay. Yeah, that's what I would do anyway. Hopefully that helps you a little bit, and there's how close you guys should probably be to the situation. And yeah, let's go ahead and move back to gaming. Gaming. Q&A time is coming within 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what, Claudia, we gotta add the link here. I'll do it right now live, so people know about it. So there's this video number 89 for gaming. Okay, let me just write that down real quick. 89, one of the newer ones. Oh, okay, that's a good thumbnail. All right, so I did this video, basically just like a master class on thumbnails, and it answers the top 15 questions that you all ask, and I like a lot of you guys are repeat viewers, and I thank you for it. And hopefully you noticed when I brought your questions up, because sometimes it was just like there was just so many of them that like it wasn't slow enough to show. Okay, but I am gonna put this this link right here, and it is the top 15 questions. And if the questions you ask, I say they're on the top 15, then that's the link you go to. Okay, all you got to do is refresh what you're watching, the live stream, and it should be there now. Cool. Okay, now there's me, there's that, there's that, there's that, there's that, there's that, there's that. Okay, so biggest explosion ever. Whew. Okay, yeah. So I'm wondering if the level thing, like I understand why, because it works for a lot of thumbnails, right? But I don't think the level thing makes sense with your title. Honestly, I would just make it the one image of all of those TNT things, and like that's all they need to know. Like, they see your video and then they're like, oh my god, I wonder what that looked like when it exploded. So I think the level thing, you're adding stakes that don't matter, especially with that title. I would just keep it where it is, or use the right image and like sharpen it up, spice it up a little bit, maybe increase the saturation. But yeah, this the level 100, I don't think it's a great selling point. Now your video might start with level 1 and move up to level 10 or whatever, and that's fine. People know what they're gonna get at the end because it was in the thumbnail. So that's what I would try. Man, there are so many like good thumbnails like this. It's pretty good. Okay, cool. All right, let's do some questions. I wonder if this works. It does, but now I'm gone. It did, but it didn't. It didn't move. Okay, let's do some questions. Skull Explosion gifted 5 vidIQ memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you. Skull Explosion gifted 5 more vidIQ memberships. Maybe. I saw it disappear and come back up. Thank you again, if you did. Question: how long is too long to spend on a thumbnail? I find myself spending an hour sometimes. I did answer that in the most asked questions. I think it's like number 11 or 12. I've spent anywhere from 2 hours to like 4 or 5 days on a thumbnail because it was my job at one point. Really, the most important thing to consider is that you're just conveying the idea. And anything, if you get lost in details of like, does this pop or does this shadow work or whatever, I would just post it in the vidIQ Discord and just say like, what? Well, first the question is, what do you think this video is about? Don't tell them the title, just show the thumbnail and say, what do you think this video is about? And if they tell you something that video is not about, then it's back to the drawing board. But yeah, I would if you're like obsessing over little details and stuff like that, does this look better than this? The Discord's great for that. But yeah, I would say if you get an answer back and people are like, it looks fine in the Discord, then go with that. Now I spend probably about 2 to 3 hours on a thumbnail, and that's it. I kind of cut myself off after that point, because if I keep going, then I'll be like, well, what about this font and this text and this and like this color, and yeah, it just is what it is. So this really helps when you have the idea ahead of time, because you know exactly what you're looking to do. But if you're like experimenting with the thumbnail idea as you're making it, it's gonna take a lot longer, and that took me a long time to figure out. Okay, let's do the next question. Get some music going. Did you guys notice I started putting lo-fi in there? I said I was going to make it a little more chill. If you're doing a video on a book, is it good to put the book cover in the thumbnail or something else? I would... A video on a book, or is it like an audio book? Because... Okay, well, I'm just gonna go with the way that you said it. If you're talking about a book in your video, then yeah, put it like it's you holding the book. That's what I would do. Consider Ali Abdaal's thumbnails. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. He does it all the time. Ali Abdaal, I don't know. Let's just put book, and you'll see like 1,000 thumbnails of him holding up a book. It's like, yeah, here. This is a good one. This is one of many. Trust me, he has a ton where he's just holding up a book. Okay, whatever. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But if your video is about a ooh, look at this book. If your video is like a audiobook or whatever, then I would just use the cover of the audiobook. And yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, I'm gonna make a video about a book that I'm about to publish here shortly, and I know that my thumbnail will be like me holding it, like I made a book. So that's where I'm going with it anyway. Hopefully that helps. I mean, you're faceless. Okay. Are you? If it's like a book review, then yeah, just the book, I guess. That's kind of what I would do. Like, the video's about the book. What else are you gonna put in the thumbnail? Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I need more details on that, but yeah. All right, next question. If you have a successful video and you want to turn it into a series, should you make thumbnails similar or unique? So if it's successful, I would keep them somewhat similar, at least the format, because you know it worked. And then if you have any other ideas, you can kind of try them. But if it's a series, I think similar is better. At least like one element that stays the same. A lot of people will do series type videos, and the thumbnails will all be different according to what happened in that episode. But then it'll, like, the one constant is it'll maybe have a title, part 1 or something like that. That's one way to go about it. It just depends on your niche, really. So what I would do is look up your niche, what that video, that successful video was, and look up your niche in playlists and see what they did. That's probably the way that I would go about that. Kind of a difficult question, because I always encourage people to try out a bunch of different things, but when something works, double down on it and not copy it exactly, but like use that same format. And I explain that in that video that I put in the description. I talk about Data Ray. There she is. It was brought up, like, should I templatize my thumbnails if they're working or whatever, and I brought up the example of Corridor Crew and how they do it, which is like yellow text at the very top of their thumbnails, and then like they have the reactions or whatever, and like that's one element that you just recognize it's theirs, and then every thumbnail is different. They might use the same colors and stuff. So sorry, I went in a lot of detail there, but hopefully that helps you. Are there any bad colors to use in thumbnails? Not really. I mean, it just depends on what you're doing. Like, Yeah, it just depends on what your niche is. Like, if you're doing woodworking, then obviously brown's a great color. But if you're doing something, like if you're, I don't, Minecraft, for instance, and your main color is brown, it might not appeal the same way to the audience. There's no bad color, but there are bad contrasting colors, like, I don't know. Here, let's look it up. That, like, I don't know any other way to explain it except that it hurts my eyes, because they're like almost dissonant is the word that I would use, but I'm a musician and it doesn't work that well. Yeah, here we go. Let me show you what I mean. This is a great picture to never load, I guess. Let me just open up the image. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, look at this green and orange. Like, how terrible that is. I saw somebody in the Discord say, put red over green. And I was like, no. Why would you ever do that? Because look what happens. Like, it just hurts your eyes. So, there are bad ways to contrast different colors on top of each other. And there are good ways to do it. And I explained this also in that video. But the fallback colors that I do of text are black and white because they so easily go over any color. And then I believe yellow and black are very good together too. Not like this, but if you have a yellow box with black text over it, that's awesome. But that's not what you asked. There aren't bad colors, but there are bad color combinations. That's the answer. Hurts your eyes. I asked last time about black and white thumbnails, but what about black and white thumbnail with the focal object being in color? I think that's fantastic, honestly. Yeah, that's a good contrast to your own thumbnail, let alone, you know, the contrast of the feed. Like, imagine if every thumbnail on YouTube was black and white and you had the one color thumbnail, like, where are people's eyes gonna go? You know, it's gonna go to the colored thumbnail. So if you have a focal point in a black and white image and you make it color, it catches the eyes, as long as it's like important, you know. So yeah, it's a good call for sure. And it looks cool. Is it a good idea to draw the viewer's attention to the central of the thumbnail? Not always. It's draw the viewer's attention to what needs focused. Sometimes that's on the left third. Sometimes it's on the right third. Sometimes it's in the center. I would probably try to avoid the edge a little bit, because that's like not a very natural spot for the eye to go. But yeah, I would. There's like a wide box, I guess, in the center of the thumbnail that you could. Yeah, that's usually where focus goes. But if you consider the top right here, I guess that's not working now. If you consider the top right here, a lot of people's eyes go on this third, and like that's kind of where focus goes too, because eyes catch attention. So you don't have to put everything in the center, right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Should I try to make my thumbnails original, or should I follow fads? I would pay attention to what works as far as like how things are arranged on a thumbnail. Pay attention to what colors work. But when it comes to concepts, unique concepts always stick out. It's just you have to make sure that you convey them correctly. So as long as you can get the idea across, I'll vote for original all day. And the way to make sure that you're doing it right is just to show somebody else, or in our Discord, here's my thumbnail, and don't give them any more information than the thumbnail, and just ask them, what do you think this video is about? And if they get it right, then you nailed it. That's where I stick with that. Original all day. Whew. I'm getting the monster. Okay. How different should thumbnails be for A/B testing? I think it would be a waste of time to do like minimal changes, because it doesn't really give you that much information. But I can't remember who said it, but I know Ryan Tran does it like this. He'll try 3 like crazy different thumbnails, and then whatever one gets the attention, he'll pick that one. And then he'll take that one, and then he'll try like 3 different texts, and then he'll pick the one that like got the most attention, and then that's his thumbnail that remains. So yeah, you could do that. I don't have much faith in the A/B testing tool myself. I like to change them out manually. You can take that however you like it, but yeah, if there was a A/B test that worked flawlessly and the data proved it, and I knew for a fact, I would always start with like drastically different thumbnails first, and then I might make a second adjustment later for a little less drastic. If I'm not doing a video with spoilers for a movie, if I'm not doing a video with spoilers for a movie in, is it a good idea to, if I'm not doing a video with spoilers for a movie in, if I'm doing a video with spoilers for a with spoilers in a if I'm doing a video with spoilers for a movie, is it a good idea to mention that in the thumbnail or not? That broke my brain for a second. I was adding extra words for some reason. Yeah, I would put it in the title. I wouldn't put it in the thumbnail. Warning, spoiler, or put it in the description. But yeah, you'll really piss people off if if you spoil something, especially if it's like right in the intro. Yep, let's move on. All right, back to first of all, I need to check and see if this 2-minute test is gonna. Yeah, thank you. Hey, thanks. Hey, dude, thanks. A little late on that one. Got it. It took me forever to figure it out. Okay, so yeah, the questions are done. I guess we can try this. Okay, so basically what I'd like to do is something a little different. We're gonna do the giveaway. I can't remember who said it, but maybe it was Mooney. Nope, it was. Man, he might be in here or not. It was a landscaping channel. But anyway, we're gonna do the giveaway tool. All right, and what we're gonna do is, let's see, we're gonna do rapid fire, okay? And I'm gonna do some channel audits. Not only the thumb. I'm gonna focus a lot on thumbnails, but I just want to jump into some channels, okay? Let's do that, and that way everybody here can participate. Okay, so all we're gonna do is do what? Let's just do hashtag rapid fire, okay? And then all you gotta do is type it in, hashtag rapid fire, and then I'm gonna start picking, okay? Normally what we do is we show 2 seconds of a thumbnail and then have people guess what that thumbnail is about. But yeah, with everything set up the way it is, it'll just like, it won't pick the right screen or anything. It might not pick any screen. It'll just put a clock on the screen. So anyway, yeah, that's where it's at right now. And if this rapid fire thing, if you guys like it more, then we'll kill the 2-second test for a while. Okay. Cool. We got a lot of entries coming in, and I always worry like maybe people leave halfway through and then there's a bunch of entries in the docs that are being picked. So sweet. All right. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and draw some. If we see 3 times, you'll be timed out. Oh, yeah. Just type rapid fire once. Thank you. I don't know, it's the first time I'm doing it, so yeah, like if you type it a bunch, like you will be kicked out. All right, let's draw one. Why does it ever stop? Okay. Cygor gameplay. All right, let's check that out. All right, so I'm pretty sure Rob just searches it and hopefully it's easy to find. Nope. Dang it. My freaking... Okay. I have a Quartz keyboard, which for those of you in like Germany, the Y and the Z are mixed. So every time I type Z, it doesn't work. Okay. Cygor. All right. Cygor. Is there another dash? Yep. Gameplay. Let's see. Sweet, there you are. All right, let's check this out. So we have some Battlefield gameplay, no commentary, just unfiltered action. Nice. Okay, so it's just gameplay, and I don't think anything's wrong with that. I am wondering if there might be some better shots. Okay, so you've got Battlefield up in the top left. That's okay. You know, I think you're kind of doing everything right. My only suggestion would just be to like get better shots. I just don't know if it's like possible. Hold on, let's check it out. Battlefield gameplay. Is it Battlefield 5? Is that what it is? Yeah, Battlefield V gameplay. I'm just curious, like, see, that right there sticks out to me so much because it's like I immediately understand it. It's just like this gun, right? So if you could, you might even just be able to like crop in on some of your gameplay. But these, like this plane with the land and stuff, it's too far away. It's tough to understand what's going on. And I understand like you're using the UI of the game with all these maps and everything, but it seems like it might be better to not, for Battlefield at least. For some, it does work that way. But yes, I mean, look how close up those are. Those look so good. Yeah. So you might want to focus on getting something a little more like immediately understandable, and cranking up the color a little bit, just increase the saturation and sharpness, and I think you'll be set. Okay, let's go ahead with another one. Draw again. Once again, that is #rapidfire. Somebody typed the thing. Why? What is this? What have you started, Claudia? Hydro MC. Oh, that's not right. Hydro MC. I'm gonna assume Minecraft. Hydro MC. Oh, it's one word. Bam. 2.26 thousand subscribers, and it is Minecraft. Let's take a look. All right, 2 videos. That's solid. Minecraft Hardcore Crazy Craft. Okay. I spent 100 days in Minecraft's craziest mod pack. Here's what happened. Okay. I wonder about that, yeah, I guess it's okay. I was thinking like the stakes, you've got 2 different things like that one video we had earlier. You spent 100 days in the Minecraft, and did it increasingly get crazier? I guess on day 1 it's not so crazy, and then it got crazier. Either way, it's kind of difficult to understand what's going on in this image because of like how cluttered it is on the right side. The crazy craft hardcore thing, it might, I don't know, let's take a look real quick. Crazy craft. It's just you spent 100 days, like, dude, okay, we don't even need to. I spent 100 days in Minecraft's craziest mod pack. Get rid of this. Get rid of the Minecraft hardcore crazy craft, because like people will click to understand what mod pack it is. If that's what crazy craft is, just get rid of it. Okay. The only thing important in your thumbnail right now is the image of day 1 and the image of day 100. So if you got rid of all that, then on the right side, try to simplify it just a little bit, because it looks like there's you and maybe this like giant beetle or something. I can't tell what it is, but on the left I can't quite tell either. So that if that tells you anything, it's tough to understand. If those were gone and you were like standing in what looks like hell, then that might be interesting to people. Day 100, he's like surrounded by lava or whatever. So simplifying that right side and removing those logos at the top, that's what you want. On the right side, I trained to be a Minecraft parkour champion. I think that your thumbnail was spot on. You understood the assignment. It's just not a very interesting video. Like, it's just not a very interesting concept of a video. I mean, I'm sure the video is good, but I trained to be a Minecraft parkour champion. People don't know who you are. I would assume that that's just like why it was tough for that one to sell so much. You're new, but I bet you got like crazy shorts content out of it, so I get it. I think that one, it's just the concept. Either way, I could see, like, dude, it is so tough to like to look at a Minecraft channel and not tell them, dude, you're just another Minecraft channel. You, on the other hand, I think you've got potential here. So hopefully that keeps going. I like it. Don't put text over the timestamp. Oh yeah, I guess that day 100 is under the timestamp. Don't do that, I guess. Oh yeah, it's real bad there. You could all you'd have to do is stick them at the top, day 1, day 100, and then you would, you know, leave some negative space over there. I guess I didn't even think about it because I just saw it immediately, but yeah, that is a good call. It's not my favorite. God, people are so rude. I don't know why people are doing this, but yeah, don't do that. Claudio is trolling. Just hashtag rapid fire. Or maybe Dempsey's trolling. I did both now. Okay. All right, that homeless scrubalo. I feel like I recognize this profile picture, like we just saw them or something. That homeless scrubalo came up immediately. Oh, 5,000 subscribers. That makes sense. All right. No, I don't recognize it. What is going on? There's something under my mouse. Stop it. Okay. Check out these videos here. Oh, man, I have seen this thumbnail, or I have seen these thumbnails before. Satan Baby. Oh, okay, these are way different than what you're doing now. Okay, so this is gonna be tough. All right, you're doing like a cancer journey here. Ah, man. This is like a I don't know. Is this your niche? Because like that's tough. My own entertainment, bring insights to what it's like to be homeless. Okay. All right, I get you. So, the homeless angle, you don't, dude. This is very difficult. Okay. The homeless angle, like, my job here is to help people with marketing and selling their ideas. And oh, you're not homeless anymore. Okay. All right. I was gonna say, like, you're kind of like monetizing cancer, and being homeless is your niche. So so why wouldn't you include that in your niche? But you have no real direction. Okay, I totally understand. And that's okay. I mean, dude, you're experimenting. I would check out like what, but I don't know, man. I'm surprised that these don't have more videos, the cancer stuff. But I don't know. Your thoughts on red or white outlines? It's okay if they're this big, because like it does stick out a little bit, but some people put their outlines like way too small to be noticed. I guess like this is a style. I can see it, and I kind of like that the text pops out over the outline. I think it's kind of interesting. That said, if you're trying to show something really important, I think maybe the outlines distract from what's going on. I mean, you clearly have some skills here, but like, see for instance this pizza one, the outline, the pizza, maybe even it's all too much in the thumbnail if you're just trying to show like a crustless pizza or something like that. It would be a close-up of it, right? This one right here, it looks like your dreads fell out, but the title doesn't have anything about dreads in it, and I would try to make that more clear. And if anything, I would make it a hand held with dreads right here. And if the title was like my dreads fell out, then it's like people would click to wonder why. So like simplifying your thumbnails a little bit, it's just about seeing the angle. Like how can I make this the most appealing possible? Shaving my head due to cancer. I don't know. I'm not going to search it. You search it, okay? Search it on YouTube and see what pops up and see what kind of thing you can do. I beat cancer. Dude, there's your next video right there. Now cancer free. I beat cancer. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. I have to do a couple things. I have an applause that's going on somewhere in the background that I have no idea if it's loud enough anymore. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's kind of back there. All right. Let's move on. Thank you for that curveball, homeless Scrublo. That was really difficult for me to navigate. Oh, there it was. Yeah, the lawn rescue. Derek's lawn rescue was the one that wanted to do this giveaway, and I didn't know how until today. All right, Simon Payne. Somebody said I watched your video. The most recent video, and it was super informative and great. I'm glad. I'm glad. I bought a whiteboard just for that video, as you can see. And so as I'm like rebuilding the studio and everything, I'm just trying to decide where to put it. But my main idea, since now I've got the separate computer and now I've got this one, I'm gonna be like streaming on my personal channel like all day, every day. Just like my work days, whatever I'm making, whatever I'm creating. And I'm just gonna leave it rolling. So I gotta get this studio set up for it. All right, Simon Payne. This might be a little, there you are. All right. Simon Payne is videos walking places here in the UK. Exploration, slow TV, special events. Slow TV are real-time walks with binaural and subtitle commentaries. Okay. Okay, maybe slow TV is a popular term here. Okay, walking to Turf Moor Football Ground in Burnley Town Centre. So I'm assuming that people are searching for these things, and that's why they did so well. Lunchtime stroll down Sutton Street. So it seems that when you're very specific of where you're walking, it does really well. This one is really interesting. If you look at the street here, like, ooh, that's a beautiful start too. Like, look at the street. That caught my eye. I thought that was like really, really interesting looking. So, like, whatever you think is the most interesting part of your journey, maybe that's something to focus on. It does seem like when you're very specific about places that you're going, they do well. And it's because people search it, I guarantee it. A little anticlimactic Epsom Christmas street lights switch on. So I'm not so sure if people are that interested in it. I mean, you said it in the title. It's not really climactic at all. Then you got a mixture of murals and stuff. So I think there's two ways you could go about it. You could go the novel direction, which is like the craziest thing that you're going to explore. But since this is like slow TV, being more specific about your areas does seem to help a little bit. And since it is slow TV, I don't know, man. Just I would probably make your pictures look as pretty as possible. So, like you already do really well with this. Just trying to see the potential and the best views that you can. Like this one is difficult because there's a lot going on in the bottom, and then you added that binaural slow TV thing down there, and like there's a fence and everything. It's like try to see where the negative space is a little bit. Like this one right here. 8.2 outlier, and it's like there's a lot of negative space on the street because it's not cluttered so much, and it's easy to understand what's going on there. So maybe that's what you'd like to try. And also the font, which I don't like, by the way, you might want to try to remove it at least once and see if the Cobham High Street or whatever the location is enough in your title alone. Because when you add more text on it, by the way, this new font up here, better, by the way. That's much better. Go back to this font, please. The rounded, it might be like rounded Arial, but it's just not my vibe. This is the type of channel that I would be okay with serif text being on it, because it feels like serif. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Adding the extra text at the top might not be doing it any favors besides cluttering. vidIQ tip: take photos with a separate camera as you're filming your walks, eye-catching things. Ooh, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. Grab a separate camera. That's a really, really good idea. Even just a phone would be fine, depending on what you're filming. Request a Brazilian beach walking video when you can. Nice. This one, I still love this one a lot, and I think it's because of the negative space in the bottom, too. This one would be so pretty if it didn't have that text at the top. If it just, like, let the structure breathe with the sky, I think that would be so much better looking. Same thing here. Okay. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. I know I didn't give you, like, many concrete tips. Just other things to try. Hopefully, experimenting will help a little bit. You got a very specific thing that you do, and I think you're onto something. So just keep it up. All right, let's do another draw here. vidIQ was in there? What's up with that? Jaked up 77. Oh, yeah, it's because Claudia typed it. That would be kind of difficult to review my own thumbnails. Jake Dup. Okay. 1P. Jake Dup. Space 77. All right. You need to audit our channel. Yeah, I'll get right on that. That is it. Don't start YouTube. That's it. See you guys. Just kidding. Okay, so don't start YouTube. Hashtag YouTube. Alright. I started YouTube with one goal in mind, as a creative outlet while having fun. Okay, word. Family friendly. Okay, so yeah, you got it. All right, so you got the farming thing first. Jaked Up 77 Gaming. This is your name. You don't need it in your image here. I would probably change that if you could. You also don't really need it up there. The banner is to kind of let people know what your channel is about, and like these words alone would do better in my opinion. I would definitely change up the way that that's designed. But all right, you got virtual farming. Let's see here. Don't start YouTube is a total mismatch compared to what else you're doing. Okay, new Hori full review versus Logitech G heavy equipment bundle. Okay, so these are okay. So yeah, the value is obvious there. I mean, there's so much text and stuff going on. It's crazy. Man, there's so much, but the value is pretty clear what you're offering there. You're like comparing controllers, and yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so the latest stuff that you're doing. Let's see here. Lessons from my first day. Okay, Twitch replay. Got it. All right, it seems like there's just a bit of a mix going on here. So I kind of said it before, being clear about what value you're offering is like the most important thing. So if this were to pop up on somebody's feed that was into Farming Simulator, dairy farming mistakes, lessons from my first day. Okay, and then it says Farming Simulator probably. The dairy farming mistakes lessons for my first day is not as powerful as 10 dairy farming mistakes. It's just, that's just how the human brain works, I guess. It's like, I don't know you, nor am I interested in you. But I am interested in your advice if it helps me. And then after I get advice from you, then I'm interested in you. So this lessons from my first day thing, it's okay to use, but it's kind of like when you say stuff like that, you're aiming more towards your existing community rather than the the major potential out there. So if you said 10 dairy farming mistakes, Farming Simulator, and you could have mistake number 7 and explain that in the thumbnail or whatever, that I think that would help a lot. And honestly, I don't know what. Here, let me just show you what I mean. This is not. Okay, like for instance, this isn't gonna make sense, right? But it's just to get my point across. If you said 10 dairy farming mistakes, Farming Simulator 25, and then it says number 7 or mistake number 7 up here, and then it says don't do this with an arrow pointing at this thing, assuming that it's bad, then that's the kind of thing that people will be like, oh, okay, I understand there's value in this. He's offering, here's number 7 out of 10 tips. So just being clear with the value that you're offering is super important. And always just putting yourself in somebody else's shoes that doesn't know you, which is the hardest thing to do, honestly. I have trouble with it. To try to pretend like I'm a viewer instead of a creator, it's so tough. But yeah, getting that perspective is super important. Okay, let's move on to this next one. This next one. 5 Scorpion. You know what? I'm wondering. I'm not seeing these entries count up anymore. And I'm seeing a lot of people type rapid fire. I'm worried that we're losing them. Nope, they are counting up. Okay, cool. I was like, are we losing? 5 Scorpion. All right, let's check them out. Scorpion? Scorpion. Nice. Okie doke. Let's take a look-see, shall we? Hi, I'm 5 Scorpion and I play Mario games. It can't be more clear than that. That's not a scorpion, that's a me. Okay, latest. Speedrunning the Star Cup Mario Kart 8, okay. Alright, it's winning the world record. Okay, these are... Let's see which ones really work for you. Because these top ones are like, this is me, this is what I did. Reacting to all the world records. Okay. Here's why this one did better. This one did better because it's not really about you. It is reacting to all of them, but people are clicking because they want to know what all the world records are. I guarantee it. Let's see. This one it did a little bit better because you're teaching them every shortcut. I would probably amp that up a little bit, like every shortcut in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If you add the word taking in there, it's like you're taking away from it. Like, here, just be serious, like, or be simple. Here's every shortcut in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Every shortcut ever, even. You could just like amp it up that way. What's my average placement? The song here, let's see. Can I win using Shortcat's website in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? I'm not sure about like what that means. So let me just take a look at your most populars now. Your most popular is catching Nabbit in World 3 and 5 is hard. I'm wondering how many people are clicking this to see how it's done. All-Star Coins, new Super Luigi Deluxe. Okay. I caught Nabbit in every single world. That one's clear. Like, where is he or how is it done? That's why they're clicking. People are clicking for the value that you're teaching them, I think, more than like your personal experience. And there's a fine line to be walked there, because it's like people don't only want to teach, you know, they want to build a community and they want people to know them, and like they want to build this thing, and that's what I want to do too. But you balance it with the value that you offer. And so basically all I'm saying from observing this is when you offer like banger value videos, they're going to do better than the ones of your experience. So just put them in buckets. Do one like community based and then do one viral based, and just go off and off. And that's usually what professionals do, or professional like channels do, but they add one more bucket, which is the product bucket. So they'll do a community based video, which is like reading questions or whatever, and then they'll do a viral based video, like trying for that banger video, and then they'll do a product based video where they'll offer value, but they'll have a pitch in there somewhere. And that's kind of the three buckets that professional channels will do. But I mean, you're not selling a product, so just go back and forth with them. And yeah, I mean, this one, top 20 best shortcuts in Mario, like that's awesome. 1,000 views. Do more of that, and I think you're gonna kill it. As far as the thumbnails though, they're great. Got nothing to say about them. I like them. They're nice. Okay, moving on. Bum bum bum. Turtles. It's turtles all the way. It is so nice to just have things go fast. What was that? Did you guys see that? It said Bear Grylls speed runs Mario or something. Whatever. It was funny. Okay. Is that turtles? Is that the right one? Nope. We've got a turtle here. Is there like a channel filter? Nope. Oh wait, yeah, channel. All right, let's scroll until we find the right one. There it is. Okay, yeah, you have a popular name, just so you know. Okay, insane gorilla tag montage. Word. Live stream. Okay. Are these all live streams or? Okay. The fastest gorilla tag duo. Is it just all gorilla tag? Okay, there's a Bible quote. What? There's a Bible quote in there. the word high quality for some reason, and then the channel is about Gorilla Tag. So you might want to ring in your brand just a little bit, I guess. Like your niche, it doesn't really matter, honestly. The only thing that matters is individual pieces of content. That's really all that matters. But your channel's just a little bit confusing because it's like there's a turtle. I just didn't understand what you were doing, but now I see it's all Gorilla Tag content. You don't mention it once in your description, so I'm being real with you. If people are searching for Gorilla Tag content like on Google or something, or Gorilla Tag channels, yours will not pop up because you don't have anything in there. Your videos might. Okay. What fast ground really looks like. Let's see what the popular ones are. Oh, these are the popular ones. Okay, the fastest Gorilla Tag duo. Switching sides, crazy Gorilla Tag montage. Okay, a montage that's obvious. Trying 100% Gorilla Tag montage. So your montages do more because like it's obvious what you're offering, I guess. You're offering like a lot of value just by saying montage, I would assume. Gorilla Tag's new update is scary. Updates, they work. Yes, sir. Insane Gorilla Tag montage. I don't really know how to go about this, but it just seems like you got your own thing going on. If you're interested in like more views in your Gorilla Tag content, I'd recommend checking out J-Man Curly just to kind of see how he presents his stakes of like, this is what this video is about. Here's what I'm trying to accomplish. Something like that. Your videos, your packaging just isn't very clear on situations like that. And if that's not what you want to do, that's okay. If this is what you want to do, it's fine. It's just people are interested in videos with stakes and challenges, and they're interested in videos that give them information and offer something. So yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. Yeah. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Bow, 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 bow. I saw Slavguard, Sergeant Alex, SGT, nope, not safe, SGT, SGT, Alex. Is that right? Nope. It's very, very close, but it's just not the right image, I don't think. Nope. Alright, let's see. I mean, it's the same. Did they change their profile picture, like, immediately? Let's see. Maybe they have more than one channel? This can't be right, can it? Sorry. Sergeant Alex, if you're there, let me know if you just changed your profile picture, because you threw a wrench in this. I'm assuming this is you. Yeah, see? Like, what? Why did it show up that way? It showed up as, like, the different profile picture. Why is it? Why? Why? Okay, anyway. This is Sergeant Alex, or SGT Alex. Your gaming guide and adventure companion. Welcome to my channel. Oh, goodness. It's a very LinkedIn style. Editing techniques, high quality guide, feedbacks, word, okay. Fully edited walkthroughs, the latest, greatest games. This is written by ChatGPT. Okay. Fully edited walk. Yeah, like, when I see fully edited in somebody's description, I'm like, dude, obviously. Like, why say it? I know that you probably didn't do that. It was probably just a quick generated thing, so it's just one of those things that I just pay attention to you for no reason. Okay, yeah, you were doing some work. Blair Witch walkthrough part 5 ruins. Full game. Okay, if it's full game. Oh, okay, never mind. I get it. So you're doing a bunch of parts. Detect a machine. Okay, man, there's just so much going on here. Okay, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I just want to see what works for you here. Okay, that one is immediately, I understand the value being offered here, because it's like how to get rich fast. Like, this is the value I'm offering. Detroit Become Human part 1 walkthrough, no commentary. Okay, I can see that. And then people watch part 2. Yeah, I don't know, man. You might want to try like one game. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm wondering what's being offered. Your gaming guide, like, oh. Is it just no commentary? Is that what's going on? Huh? What is going on? What is with this channel? What is this? It's like every part of this channel is like keyword stuffed. This one, a whole description of the game. Wow. And then there's a ton of hashtags. Yeah. I gotta be honest, there's so much that is just like packed in here that I'm not. I don't think shadow banning exists, first of all, but if there was ever a reason, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that you're not really supposed to do. Okay, that one's not bad. Yeah, that one, see, that kind of description is better. When you do hashtags, by the way, just keep them to 3, I would say, because only 3 show up. I would try to, and then anything else you could include in your tags. And I'm not saying that they do a whole lot, but that's neither do those hashtags. Yeah. Honestly, I would just try to figure out what works for other channels doing stuff like this and stick to it, I guess. I don't know. This is a very, very difficult channel because there's not a whole lot, I understand. Yeah, if you're offering walkthroughs, then you should be talking, right? Like you're showing different things. No commentary. So how's it walk through then? Maybe I misunderstand what walkthrough is. I thought walkthrough is like strategy. Anyway, I think the only reason that Detroit is sticking out is because like there are so many choices that can be made in Detroit Become Human. So like if that's a walkthrough, then you're showing every single choice that gets made and the different webs that go around through that. And if you're not, then I think you might be doing it wrong. That's what I gotta say. You can put hashtags in the last line of the description. Yeah, that's exact. I know, that's what I was talking about. That's what he showed, except he put like 20 of them. And I said try to keep it down to 3 since they only pop up at the top, and then put the rest in tags. That is what I said. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, that was a lot of keyword stuffing. Aaron stuff. Okay. Shouldn't be too difficult to find. Aaron stuff. Sorry. Okay, 2 S's. Aaron's stuff. Nope, not Aaron stuff. Yeah, YouTube's like, no, that's nothing. Aaron stuff. Okay. I think that's it, but what's up here? I am confused. ERENSSTUFF, right? That's it, right? I'm not to copy it from the winner page like this. Is it gonna say anything different? Because yeah, I don't think so. Aaron said wrong channel. Sorry, Claudia just clicked. Aaron does exist. Okay. Aaron does exist. Bam, found you. Nice. Okay, so I do Minecraft horror Let's Play. That's kind of a fun coincidence. There was a Minecraft horror situation earlier. SMP content, tell goofy stories while playing Minecraft. If you like what you see, make sure to subscribe. Then there's some type of reveal at 10,000 subscribers. Some type. Okay. Oh, maybe it's a face reveal. Oh, I see. That's kind of cool. That is a really, really interesting thumbnail. Like, man, that is... Okay, I'm not saying that your stuff is not interesting, but if this was about any other topic, I would be interested to click this. Because it's just, like, the style is so different from anything I've seen on YouTube that if it wasn't, you know... I don't know. Like, whatever it's about, I'm not so interested in, but, like, that style is super cool. Like, if you were holding a gold play button or something like that, and it was about YouTube, I would watch it probably. But, yeah, I really like that style. I'm not saying you have to do that. It's just very, very cool. Okay, Fortnite just playing. Interesting. I wonder why that... Maybe Fortnite gameplay a year ago was doing pretty well. Alright, school lockdown, my experience. Oh, okay, so this is just like storytelling. Okay, yeah. So you just did storytelling while you're playing Minecraft. That's what's up. Okay, so since that one did so well, talking about braces, okay, that one's not too bad. I don't know what is popular in this play while tell story, but man sees arrow, man gets happy. Man, what was that guy's name? Oh man, I can't remember his name, but I watched him all the time for a minute there, and it was like his whole channel was just playing Sonic, but he was giving advice during it, and now for some reason I even like had him on my board. Now it's losing. I've lost it. Anyway, basically he played Sonic the Hedgehog and he just talked, and like the advice was incredible. And so the packaging was made about the advice, and it was Sonic in the packaging, and it was just really simple. So like this is okay, but what I see, like these two dudes standing there, I don't know what that means. So you might, you're kind of like complicating the thumbnail a little bit. I would love for you to like stay with storytelling and just play a game while you're telling a story. And man, if I can find that one, I have to find it so you can understand what I'm saying. Sorry, this is gonna take a second. Let me just turn on the music. I sent him a message and everything, and now I feel bad. One moment, I will find him. Bow, bow. Back to my old thumbnail audits. Old. Goodness, I have done so many of these. Sorry, y'all. This is gonna take a minute. Bow, bow, bow. If somebody knows this guy that I'm talking about, please let me know. This is like... Inspiration. It was... I like had a whole folder of it, and now I'm not sure what I did with it. Whatever, I will find it. Are you in the Discord, Aaron? I have to send it to you. I feel so bad that I can't find it now. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you're in the Discord, then I'm gonna send it to you, because I'm not so sure I'm gonna find this guy in a good amount of time, but that's okay. Yep, I'm not going to. It's okay. I will find him though, and I'll send him to you. It's just yeah, it's like his advice is just like why you need to be a creator or something like that. Man, I really wish I could find him, but yeah, there it is. Bam, Neat on the Rocks. Wow, I couldn't think of him. Okay, Neat on the Rocks is the channel, and as you can see, like the thumbnail itself is centered around the game that he's playing, but the packaging is for the story that he's telling. So you can merge those two like perfectly by just telling your stories and playing games at the same time. And as long as your thumbnail is super simple, like he took a Sonic sprite and then like threw drop shadow behind him with a YouTube logo. Your time is now. Like, it's so simple. I really feel like there's a future in that, for real. All right. Anyway, I'm very sorry everybody for the wait, but I really had to figure out who that dude was. And hopefully that helps out more than just Aaron. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's do some Q&A. Claudia was like sick of the silence. All right. Hashtag question. Q&A. Hashtag question. Let's answer some GD questions. Almost 3,000 subs. Congratulations. Congratulations. What time should I put the turkey in the oven? Or I don't know, but that reminds me. Tonight at like midnight, probably. How many different colors should there be in a thumbnail? I try to keep it to 3. You can find thumbnails with a bunch of different colors in them, but the majority color is really what you want to pay attention to, and I try to keep it to 3. And if you're curious what combinations work together, then in the description, there's 2 links where you submit your video, but then right under that, it'll just say thumbnail video or something, I forget, 15 questions. And yeah, watch that, because I actually go through color combinations in it. Could help ya. Might not. I created a new channel with 0 subscribers, 0 views on new email, but I saw a video saying that YouTube won't recommend channel on new email as it will think it's a bot. Is it true? Why would it recommend your channel if there's no content on it in the first place? Everybody starts with 0 subscribers and 0 views. So when you put out content, YouTube will give it impressions. It's just that simple. A new email doesn't... YouTube won't... How would it know if it's a new email? It's just not... You didn't sign up your email on YouTube. Like, it doesn't make sense, no. New emails don't matter. I create new emails all the time for new channels. It's fine. YouTube gives everything the same kind of push. Eventually. How important is the title versus thumbnail, and how do I know to keep changing title thumbnails, whether CTR is good as it will get? This is just a trap you can fall into. You can keep changing things, or you could focus on the next piece of content, which is the more important decision. Title versus thumbnail, it's more of a combination of the two. I mean, I would say that a thumbnail can do both, and a title can just accent what the thumbnail is already doing. I always like pay more attention to the thumbnail when it comes to generating the idea. Like if I'm thinking of video ideas, I'm thinking of what the thumbnail looks like. I don't quite think of the title in the same way. The title almost comes as the afterthought of how good can I make this thumbnail? How appealing can I make it? So hopefully that maybe points you in the right direction. You can change your thumbnails forever if you want to. Eventually, your impressions will dwindle down to like a slow, steady stream. And at that point, you can keep changing your thumbnail if you want after every impression, and YouTube might pick it up when a thumbnail does better or whatever. But at some point, you have to realize you're wasting time. And I don't know. I will put out a video, and I might change that thumbnail once or twice within like the first week or so, and then it's dead to me after that. So I just know it's better to focus my time elsewhere. It's a lot of info I just gave you. I also make my thumbnail different from everyone, and I'm not sure if it's killing or helping me. Well, I'd recommend showing it to people in the vidIQ Discord and seeing what they say, because perspective is everything. And sometimes I can't draw everybody here. I can't pick everybody, unfortunately. So the next best thing is just to show it to people in Discord and see what they say. Sometimes I hop in there, sometimes I don't. But yeah, just getting outside perspective, it's important. What should a thumbnail for a video where I play a cello look like? I keep trying different things, but they all do very, very bad. Like if you're playing a specific song on cello, I would just look at cello cover, right? Like, I don't know, just pick a song and then type cello cover after it and then see what that looks like. And eventually look for one that actually shows a cello, because a lot, like if somebody's doing Master of Puppets cello solo, then they might just show Metallica on the thumbnail, and people might still click on it because it's like, I just want to hear that. But yeah, if you're actually, you know, another thing, look up, you could do two different things. Look up images of people playing cello, stock images, right? You could check on Adobe Stock and just type woman playing cello or whatever, and whatever pose or angle that person's in, typically that will work for a thumbnail as well, because they, like, a professional photographer probably took that picture. If you do it through AI, it's just based off of a bunch of pictures that professional photographers took. So sometimes AI can also give you a good direction. Of course, we've got the vidIQ thumbnail generator tool that also does something very similar, pretty sure. And yeah, so that hopefully that'll give you some inspiration and lead you in the right direction. Are videos better in horizontal form for longer content? Sometimes if I film in a phone, it just goes vertical, but I wonder if I should fix that. Yes, longer form, you do want horizontal. Vertical, you want 3 minutes or under at this point. I would like to post more frequently, but editing takes up a lot of time. Is there any advice you could give me that may help me speed up my editing time? Number one, lower your standards. I'm talking to myself now. Number two is hire an editor. And those are it. You could only improve as an editor so much and get so efficient before you realize that you are your own bottleneck. And I've been there. I've been there very recently, and I had to hire somebody for my own personal stuff that I'm gonna release soon. So yeah, hopefully that helps you a little bit. Yeah. What inspired you guys to post on YouTube? You guys, I don't think that's meant for me. I didn't start this channel. If loving vidIQ is a crime, then arrest me. Okay. Okay. Okie doke. We are done. Okay. All right. See you guys next Wednesday. Okay? And things will be much easier to deal with. Things will be smooth. I'll actually have 2 computers streaming at the same time, so yes. Until then, sayonara.